Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Well, I'm out here at another one of Judy's medical appointments, just the treatment that she had got for her accident and stuff like that. So, getting the video out a little bit late today, but hey, it is what it is, right? We all have life and that kind of stuff. But guys, I'll tell you, the article that I was reading today, another bank, of course, as we all know, has fallen. First Republic Bank. And why they fell is because 40% reduction in deposits. People were taking their money out of the bank like crazy. And guys, where were they putting it? Yep, they were putting it in all these big banks, and you're seeing this massive consolidation, guys, of all these little banks all around the country that are going to collapse. In fact, small to mid banks are absolutely in peril right now. And in fact, there was an article not too long ago, just a few weeks back, 150 banks across the U.S., small and medium banks that are being consolidated into these big banks. Now, guys, this may seem like, oh, okay, well, these big banks, thank goodness they're there to absorb it. But the reality is this is a major hit to the economy. Now, think of all of those small banks that are out there giving those business loans to those communities and local relationships that have been developed over the years and things like that. And then in a moment's notice, that whole network of interaction is absolutely evaporated. You're going to see a lot of these lines of credits with these small businesses, their operating lines of credits get dried up. And what is going to be a cascading effect of that? Well, yep, you're going to see a big reduction in a lot of these businesses. Some are going to close, some are going to actually cut back in insignificant amounts, especially in this inflationary environment. And this is the thing, a lot of people are practically oblivious. It's kind of like an ostrich syndrome has absolutely taken hold of the whole nation. And so many people are burying their heads in the sand and really not looking at all the signs of what's eventually coming down the road, or even taking the time to truly prepare for it. Now, for those of us that have been around and been in this space, and guys, look, there's a lot of preppers that are in this digital asset space, because why? They're not just preparing for, hey, in the event that I can't get food, groceries, this or that, but they're preparing for this in total financial implosion, which we know is absolutely on the way. And you can see it right before your very eyes. And the powers that be, they know it too. Now, something I saw today that I thought was really quite telltale, and I really take the perspective. I was watching Digital Asset Investor earlier this morning, and Digital Asset Investor showed a little clip in there of how the SEC is wanting to raise the minimum for accredited investor from 1 million to 10 million. Now, his synopsis on that, guys, is that they know what's coming. Big truck coming by here, so give me a second. There we go. Well, guys, I agree with Digital Asset Investor. The powers that be, they know what's coming. Those of us that are here in this digital asset space, I think we're going to see such major appreciation, because why? Guys, when the hyperinflationary event that is coming, I mean, we're inflation now. My insurance for my vehicles just went up 50% year over year. That is absolutely mesmerizing. And on top of that, we're seeing major other areas where people are getting hit big time. So we're in for a big hyperinflationary event. And when it comes, guys, what happens? The price of everything all goes up. All these commodities go sky high. And what do you think is going to happen with our digital assets? Just look at what happened with Bitcoin, with the news of First Republic Bank here actually going down the way it has. Absolutely bang! 10% increase in the price of Bitcoin, just like that. When you start seeing all these dominoes fall, you're going to watch this digital asset space, because the DXY, it's going to absolutely tumble. The dollar is under serious attack globally, and we know it. And all of those dollars that have been out there outside the United States are all coming back, and that's what's really causing such a hyperinflationary environment. And when the DX tumbles like that, guys, when the DXY, the dollar index, tumbles like that, you're going to watch equities and commodities and this digital asset space absolutely take off. At least that's my opinion, I'll tell you. But guys, thank our blessings that we have been aware of this space long before. I mean, Judy and I have been in this space, guys, since the beginning of the big whole thing down over there in 2020. And we saw major appreciation in our assets, something that we did not even expect. I mean, I remember thinking there, man, if Cardano could just hit 50 cents, the thing went to $3 and we were picking it up at 3 and 4 cents. So guys, I'm telling you, I've lived through it, I've seen it, and I believe it's going to happen again in a big way. And so, you know, we got a lot to be thankful for, to be sure. Now, having said that, I think we're going to see a big decision coming out, not quick, but necessarily, because it hasn't been quick, has it? But I think soon we're going to see a decision come out in this Ripple versus SEC case. And many people, the law is on the side of Ripple. And in fact, when you got, you know, the SEC out there and you had Gensler right before the Financial Services Committee, and he can't even tell Congress what's a security in this space and what isn't, how on earth are they giving fair notice to anybody in this space about what is a security and what isn't? And I really have to commend Coinbase in this capacity, at least, that they've turned around and sued the SEC to give clarity as to what is an unregistered security and what isn't. Because isn't the SEC serving them with a Wells notice saying, hey, you guys are selling unregistered securities? Yet before Congress, they won't even tell you what a security is. It is absolutely obscene. But I think the SEC knows what's coming, and that's why there's this big, massive push on raising the threshold from 1 million to 10 million in order for folks to achieve accredited investor status. That is something else. Well, guys, I sure hope that you're having a great day. It's kind of rainy out here today. We had a big thunderstorm, but I sure hope you're having a great one. Until later on, when we have an amazing video for you, I hope you have a fantastic one, and take care.